Hello, welcome to Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Christina, and I am so excited to lead you through the next 60 minutes for our Vinyasa practice. In today's class, we will be observing the three main channels, working with our asana and our breath to help unblock the left and the right side channel to get all of our prana and energy into the central channel, Sushumna Nadi, this channel of wisdom, our true nature, and ultimate reality. So anytime that you're feeling a little bit more prominent on the left or the right side, we're going to use our breath to find this balance and equilibrium. Come to an easy cross-legged seated position, or you can sit in Virasana like I am, sitting on the heels. Bringing your palms gently into your lap. Place palms facing down if you want more of a sense of grounding, or you can have the hands facing up for more reception and energy. Melt the shoulders away from your ears. Lift the corners of your lips, this soft inner knowing smile, and softly flutter the eyes closed. Considering this soft smile your first asana, your first posture, opening up left and right side channel. Placing the tongue lightly on the roof of the mouth, grazing just behind the two front teeth. See if you can still the eyes. Leaving just a sliver of light to come in. Soften the muscles of your face. And begin to observe the breathing. Inhaling through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Inhale completely. Feel your belly inflate like a balloon and your chest rise. Exhale, decompressing, grounding yourself into this present moment. And continue breathing like this, these deep diaphragmatic breaths. Your diaphragm is responsible for shifting so much energy in the body. Using the breath today to shift the prana in the body, to shift the prana in the mind. As you're observing your breathing, you notice if one nostril is a little bit more prominent than the other. Our left side moon channel, responsible for ignorant liking or grasping, forever feeling like we're holding on too tightly to a situation. And the right side channel, known for ignorant disliking or aversion, any heated emotions like frustration or anger. Use these long and fine, even breaths to help bring this balance and equilibrium into the body and mind. And start to guide the breath and prana into the central channel. Imagining the breath moving through the body, creating this necessary spaciousness, and planting this seed of intention in your mind to help unblock the left and right side channel. And bring all of your attention and awareness into the central channel, helping you to find mental clarity and selecting this intention that not only best serves you, but best serves all those around you, creating this greater impact. And now checking in with your physical body by doing an internal body scan, starting from the tip of the crown of your head. Slowly drawing your awareness, scanning down the body toward the soles of the feet. If it helps, you can visualize this brightness entering through the central channel at the crown of the head. This brightness that can help unwind any tension, unravel any knots, and create the necessary space in the body and the mind. This effervescent, sparkly quality, helping to ease tension and prepare you best for your vinyasa today. As we hold this brightness inside of our living and breathing vessel, I'd like to quote from Yoga Sutra, Chapter 3, verse 26. Master Patanjali says, Bhuvana Jnanam Surya Sanyamat. Turn the combined effort upon the sun, and you will understand the earth. Let that resonate within you as you start to deepen the breath. Coming back into the room and the space around you. When you feel ready, flutter the eyes open. And we'll start our practice today by greeting the sun with some Surya Namaskar. Come to standing at the top of your mat in Tadasana mountain pose, grounding through all four corners of your feet, spreading the toes wide and then placing each toe pad down. Good. Tailbone is heavy. Reach your fingertips down toward the earth and reach the crown of your head up toward the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the body, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Moving with intention and using your breath. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardu Tanasana. Exhale, bringing the palms down, step back to high plank position. Pressing firmly into the earth with both palms, finding space behind your shoulders. Bring the knees down, bring your chest and chin toward the mat. Point the toes and inhale, slide your heart up. Cobra pose, squeezing the elbows in tight. You can squeeze the glutes a little bit. Feel your chest melt open. Exhale, move through hands and knees. Tuck the toes and lift the hips high to downward facing dog. Since it's our first downward dog Adho Mukha Svanasana practice, you can shake the head out, yes and no. Lift your heels high, and then drop one heel down at a time, pedaling out the feet, opening up the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release out of the mouth. Breathe in. Exhale, you can flutter the lips. Shake the head one last time. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step to the top of the mat. Right into Ardu Tanasana, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and shine up. Utthita greeting the sun, maybe leaning your chest back. Exhale, draw the hands down through heart center and arms by your side. Tadasana. Let's do that one more time to warm up the body, igniting the inner fire, the Agni in our body. Inhale, reach the arms up. Utthita. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardu Tanasana, half lift, straight spine, looking straight down, so keep the back of the neck long. Exhale, planting the palms. You can step, or if you're ready, float back, landing in Chaturanga, bent elbows to protect your wrists. Inhale, Cobra, roll onto the top of the feet, upward facing dog, keeping the legs active, tops of the feet on the mat, look up. Exhale, through hands and knees or rolling over the toes, downward facing dog, 3 breaths this time. Drawing your heels down toward the earth. It's okay if they're not fully touching. Press your hips high. Feel your sit bones widen. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Moving with intention, and know that the vinyasas are always optional. If they start to feel like they're too much for you today, you can skip it, meet in down dog, or you can rest in a pose that works best for you. This is your practice. Move with your breath. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop to meet your hands at the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise and shine. Press your palms together, lifting them up toward the sky. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Arms down by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Beautiful. Let's add on a little bit from here. Inhale, sweep the arms up, separate the palms, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, lengthen the left side body. Exhale, reach over to the right, pressing your hips over to the left, starting to lengthen the left side channel. Inhale, exhale, reach, grounding through the pinky edge side of your left foot. One more breath in. Exhale, hips go to the left, arms go to the right, and release. Come through center, release the left wrist, look up. Grabbing the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, lengthen the right side of the body. Exhale, reach over to the left. Pulling the right wrist, inhale, exhale, reach over. Press your hips to the right, ground through the pinky edge side of the right foot. One more breath in. Exhale, nice. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold, this time clasping the hands behind the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, press the wrists toward one another. Crown of the head hangs heavy. Inhale, lift up halfway, press your fists back. Exhale, diving the palms down to the earth, step, step, or float through your vinyasa. Inhale, shining the chest open in your back bend. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step, step, or float to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise up, reach your arms up, even lean the chest back this time. Look at your fingertips, open up the chest. Exhale, hands through heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana. Nice work. Starting to warm ourselves up with all these vinyasas, helping us to get into deeper postures further into the practice. On your inhale, bring your big toes together to touch, heels slightly apart. Sink the hips low, sweep the mat with your fingertips, and come into Katasana, chair pose. You can find cactus arms here, especially if you have any tension where the shoulders and the neck meet. Look down at your toes, draw your hips back so you can see all 10 toes, and then lift the chest again. Inhale, exhale, sink the hips a little deeper. Tailbone is heavy. Breathing in, soft smile. Remind yourself of your intention of practice. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, planting the palms and moving through your vinyasa. Step, step, or float back. Knee stretch, chin or chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweeping the right heel up, keeping the right foot flexed. And then look forward, exhale, step the right foot through, coming into a low lunge. Beautiful. Flexing the left heel back, tenting the fingertips so you can look straight ahead, soft gaze. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, straighten the right leg, folding over the leg. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Beautiful. Bend the front knee, come back to low lunge. And now you can place the left knee down, point the left toes, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Palms facing toward one another, arms alongside the ears. Maybe you bring Kali Mudra, pressing the thumbs and fingers together and lifting the index fingers. Inhale, exhale, sink your hips forward and down. Breathe in, maybe lifting your gaze. Exhale, leaning the chest back. Inhale, exhale, beautiful. Bringing your fingertips down, straighten the right leg, flex the right toes toward your face, half Hanumanasana. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Using your breath here, focusing on the exhales if you can. Exhale, soften down. One more breath in, sending your breath behind the back of the right leg. You can have a soft bend in the knee. Exhale, crawling yourself back up. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Step back to high plank And move through your Vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, hip side, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the left heel up. Three-legged dog, kicking the left hip down, flexing the left foot strongly. Exhale, look forward, stepping the left foot through. Low lunge position. Squeezing the right glute slightly and flex your right heel back strongly. If you want, you can use blocks to bring the earth a little closer to you for more support. Looking softly in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the left leg, folding over the leg. Take a deep breath in, maybe lifting up, drawing the belly button toward the spine. Exhale, soften down. Breathe in. Exhale. One more breath in. Amazing. Bend the front knee, come back to low lunge. And now drop the right knee gently down, point the right toes, pressing into the left big toe and the top of the right foot. Sweep the arms alongside the ears, Anjaneyasana, other side. Breathe in, activate the pelvic floor up and in. Exhale, sink your hips forward and down, maybe finding Kali Mudra again. Inhale, lengthening the sides of the body. Exhale, maybe leaning the chest back. One more breath in, squeeze the right glute in. Exhale, nice work. Bring your fingertips down. Straighten the left leg, flex the left toes toward your face. Lift up on the inhale. Exhale, soften down. You can keep that soft bend in your left knee if you need, especially if your hamstrings are very tight. Inhale, draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, let the forehead relax. Bring that soft smile to the face. Keeping left and right side channel open so we can push the prana out of these side channels and into the central channel. The main purpose of our asana practice is to shift this energy. On your next inhale, crawling back up, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step back to high plank position. Vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or shoulders over the wrists, bend the elbows back halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet closer together, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward, step or float to meet your palms, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Katasana chair pose, sitting nice and low. Exhale, slowly rise to stand. Tadasana. Parallel the toes so they're facing forward. Reaching the fingertips down. Find a place of stillness, even closing the eyes for a moment. Feeling that prana, life force, flooding through you. Using our asana practice to shake things up, like knocking on the outside of a pipe. Getting any blockages or burdens out of the side channels and into that effervescent brightness in the central channel. Flutter your eyes open. Inhale, come to chair pose, Katasana. This time bringing your hands together at heart center. Sitting low, weight is in the heels. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Breathe in. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, twist open toward your right. See if you can hook the left elbow outside of the right thigh. Press firmly into the palms. Now look at your knees. One knee might want to jut forward, so try and keep the knees in line with one another, and then sit the tailbone heavy. Breathe in. Exhale, twisting. Twisting from the belly. Make sure you're breathing here because it's really constricted when you're in twists. So breathing in and out through the nose or exhaling out through the mouth, whatever works best for you. Look down at your feet. Lift the left heel. And as gracefully as possible, step the left foot back into a twisted lunge position. You might need to adjust the twist a little. Maybe you can tee out the arms here. Good. One more round of breath. Keeping the legs strong as you rise up. Open up Virasana 2. You might need to walk the left foot back a little bit. Sink nice and deeply into that right thigh. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and softly gaze over your right fingertips. Soft smile. Take a look back at your left arm, making sure it's right in line with the right arm. Inhale, exhale. So we're lengthening, opening up the heart, opening up the hips. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Nice work. Inhale, flip the front palm. Come to peaceful warrior. Legs stay as they were in warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. Bring your right palm to the inside of the right foot, or you can gently bring the right elbow onto the right thigh. Sweep the left arm down and around, extended side angle. So we're really lengthening the left side channel now. Pressing back with the pinky edge side of the left foot and reaching forward with the left fingertips. Draw the left shoulder back. See if you can gaze underneath your left palm. Breathing in and out. 3 breaths here. Opening up left side channel. Pushing the prana out of this side, drawing it into central channel. One more breath. Good. Left palm comes down. Lift your left heel. Sweep the right arm up for a twist. Look up at your right thumb. Nice work. And then grounding through your left palm, start to open up to a side plank. Lift the hips high. Flex your feet. If you want, you can bring the left knee down for more support. Maybe reaching the right arm over the ear. Good. Maybe reaching the right heel up in line with the hip for 3, 2, 1. Nice. Palms come down and move through a vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, sliding your heart up, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, your hands and knees are rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Good work. Breathe in. Exhale, you can release out of the mouth. If you're holding the Ujjayi breath, it's good for containing the heat in the body, but if you need a little break, release through the mouth. This helps to release some of that heat. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, press the sit bones back in space. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float to meet your hands at the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, big toes together to touch, heels apart, Katasana chair pose. Hands together at heart center. Pressing the weight into your heels, lifting the chest, pressing your thumbs into your sternum, keeping that nice chest open. Inhale, exhale, settle. Internally rotating the thighs. Inhale, exhale, twist from your belly over to the left. See if you can hook the right elbow outside of the left thigh. Pressing the palms together, find your twist. And then look down at your knees, making sure that the right knee isn't out of line with the left. Breathing in, exhale, massaging your organs, starting to twist and release the prana out of the side channels. Using these postures and using our breath. Don't forget to breathe. Look down at your feet, lift your right heel, and as gracefully as possible, step back with the right foot, maybe adjusting your twist, maybe teeing out the arms here, flexing the right heel back strongly for 3, for 2, 1. With the strength of your legs, start to rotate open, cartwheel the arms open, warrior 2, Virasana 2. You can walk your right foot back in space a little. Bend deeply into your left knee. Reach the arms out. Activate the arms. Powerful. Warrior 2. Look back at your right arm just to make sure it's in line with the left. Inhale, soft smile. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Breathe in. Where is your mind right now? Good. Acting as this gardener, planting these positive seeds in your mind, drawing the prana into the central channel. Beautiful. Inhale, flip the front palm, tilt up and back, peaceful warrior. Legs just as they were in warrior 2. Breathe in. Exhale, begin to hinge forward. Left elbow toward the left thigh or left palm all the way down onto the mat. Sweep the right arm down and around alongside the ear, extended side angle. Reaching back with the pinky edge side of your right foot and reaching forward with the right fingertips. See if you can look underneath the right palm for 3 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Opening up right side channel. You can even close the eyes, picturing the prana moving out of this channel into the central channel, creating that necessary space through our postures. On your next inhale, bring the right palm down, lift the right heel, sweep the left arm up for a twist. Look up at your left thumb now. And then start to press firmly into the right palm. Open up to side plank. Onto the right blade or side of the foot, lift the hips up, or you can bring the right knee down for more support. Choosing your adventure today. Listening to your body, meet yourself where you're at in your practice. Maybe you reach the left arm over the ear, or maybe you lift the left heel in line with the hip for 3. Yes, squeezing the hips up, 2, 1, come to high plank and move through your flow. Or you can skip it, going to downward facing dog, whatever feels best for you. From your downward facing dog, take a deep breath in. Exhale, settle. Finding more fluidity and balance and equilibrium in your body. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float to meet your hands at the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Katasana, chair pose, arms alongside the ears, sitting even lower. Exhale, rise to stand, Tadasana. Parallel your toes forward. Find that place of stillness, close the eyes down. If it helps, you can place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, and feel yourself breathe. Feel your heartbeat. Feel prana rushing through you, kind of like this adrenaline moving in all directions. And see if you can sharpen your focus on the 3 main channels and draw your awareness and focus to bringing that energy, life force into the central channel. Rooting yourself here into this present moment. Flutter the eyes open, bring your arms alongside the body, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. On your inhale, take a big step back with your right foot, coming into a wide-legged straddle of the mat. Pigeon toe your feet so your toes are slightly pointed in, and then bring your hands toward your waist. Inhale, press your hips forward, leaning your chest back so you find a bit of space in the body, and then exhale, press your sit bones back in space, start to hinge forward. Inhale, exhale, widening the sit bones, and then coming into your wide-legged forward fold. Yogi's choice here, you might wish to bring the palms down. Maybe you have the space to walk the feet a little bit further apart today, and maybe the crown of your head reaches the mat. You can walk the hands through the legs, or maybe grab onto opposite ankles. Relax the muscles of your face. Enjoy this posture. These deep forward folds are really good for relaxing the nervous system. Fully inhale and fully exhale. Good. On your next inhale, walk your palms underneath your shoulders. Find a half lift. Good. And then heel toe, the heels in, toes pointing out. And then come to goddess pose. So the knees are open to the side. It's like a wide-legged squat. Hands in this cactus shape. Sit nice and low. You can kind of sway side to side. Good. Beautiful. Inhaling, exhale, sink a little deeper. Come to center, inhale, bring the toes to point forward, palms together, look up, flying warrior. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center, arms by your side. You can hop the feet together. Perfect. Let's find Tadasana here. Going to get into some standing balancing postures. So I'll face toward you. Grounding through all 4 corners of your right foot, draw all of your awareness into the right foot. So without looking down, you can like wiggle your right toes and then place each toe pad down. Beautiful. Grounding through the right foot, start to draw the energy up the right ankle, the knee, and even squeeze the right glute a little bit as you bring the right hand onto your waist. So we're going to bring all the energy into the center. As we lift the left knee into the chest, you can use your left hand to guide it up and then stand tall. We work to the sides of the body, which gives us more space to draw our focus into the central channel. Great place to practice these concentration postures. Find a spot in front of you that's not moving, just to shift your gaze to your Drishti point. Beautiful. And then open up the left knee by opening the left hip. Nice. And then with your left hand, you can guide your left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh for Brachasana, tree pose. If the foot can't be on the thigh, that's fine. It could be on the inside of the right shin, or your toes could be all the way on the ground like a kickstand. Just be mindful not to place it on the knee joint, or else this can cause some issues for your knees. Keeping the left knee open to the side, pressing the palms together at heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Where is that soft smile? Good. Maybe you grow your branches up and out to the side, palms facing one another. You can have cactus arms here. If you want, you can kind of twist over to the left, finding a little twist, and then come back to center. You can play around with your balance and your concentration by lifting your eyes, just lifting the gaze. So point where the wall and the ceiling meet. You can play around with closing one eye or both eyes for a second. If you fall out of the posture, it's no big deal. Just playing around, adding this joyful effort. It's all about practicing, right? Using your breath, shifting the prana in both channels, bringing it into the central channel, holding you here steady. Good. Bring your hands together at heart center. And then bring the left knee forward. Beautiful. And then placing the left ankle on top of the right thigh, we're going to come down into a standing figure four stretch. So start to hinge forward into this little squat position. You can stay here, or maybe you have enough space to bring that left elbow on the left knee and the right elbow inside of the left arch of the foot. Staying here for 3 breaths. If you want, you can bring the fingertips down. Good, and slowly rise up out of that. Release the left foot and give everything a shake. Twisting out at the right ankle. We'll do that on the other side. Come into Tadasana. Grounding through all 4 corners of the left foot this time. You can wiggle out your left toes and start to imagine this root growing through the arch of your left foot, holding you here steady, activating all the muscles of your left leg. Bring your left hand onto your waist. Inhale, drawing the right knee into your chest. You can use your right hand to guide the knee up. So remember, it's like you're pressing all the energy into the central channel. As you're holding here steady in our standing balancing posture, open up the hip to the side and using the help of your right hand to come into Brachasana tree pose on the other side. So toes can be down on the inside of the left shin or inside of the left thigh. Really press the sole of the foot and the inner thigh together. So drawing it toward the center. Bring your hands together at heart center. Find your focus point in front of you that's not moving to gaze at. Lift the corners of your lips, keeping left and right side channel open. You can play around with a different mudra, maybe bringing the hands together behind you or grabbing opposite elbows, just switching it up a little bit, lifting your gaze, playing around with your balance by closing one eye or both eyes, applying that joyful effort as we work with these 3 main channels. Beautiful. If the hands are behind you, you can bring them back to heart center. And then you're going to pick up the right ankle, place it just above the left knee. We're going to come into a standing figure 4. So keep your right foot flexed and start to hinge down, kind of like this chair pose, opening up the side of the right hip. Inhale, exhale, maybe right elbow touches right knee, left elbow touches the inside of the right arch of the foot, or maybe you come down all the way, folding over. Stay for 3 breaths. And then slowly rise up, release the right foot. And you can circle out at the left ankle, give your hands a shake, give everything a shake. Let that go. And we'll come to standing at the top of the mat, Tadasana mountain pose. Flushing this out with a vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lean your chest back. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardu Tanasana, half lift. Exhale, palms down, stepping or floating through Vinyasa, Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Very nice. Breathe in. Exhale, settling here, 3 breaths. See if you notice, if you feel a little bit more centered, balanced. Beautiful. Bring the knees down, coming into a tabletop position, pointing the toes. Good. And then bring the big toes together to touch, knees about as wide as the mat. Sit your hips toward your heels and bring your chest down. Reach your fingertips forward, coming into Balasana, child's pose. Nice little break. Press your forehead into the mat. Keeping the arms active here so you feel this nice stretch in the middle of the back. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands together to touch, and then bend the elbows, bringing the palms behind the head. You can walk your elbows a little closer to the top of the mat, and then inhale. Exhale, soften down. Breathe in. Exhale. Reach your fingertips forward. Walk your palms underneath the shoulders. And then slowly press yourself up to seated. Draw the knees together, sitting on your heels. Virasana, hero's pose. Close the eyes down. Press your thumb and index finger together to touch. Activate the pelvic floor up and in. And then slightly tucking the chin, so lifting the back of the skull, finding this energy lock in the center of the body. Breathing in through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Imagine this brightness exiting out between your eyebrows. Central channel. And release. Flutter the eyes open. Good. Coming to stand on the knees, we're going to set up for Ustrasma, camel pose. Separate your knees so they're directly underneath your hips. If you have sensitive knees, you can fold over your mat. So bringing your knees onto the folded mat. It's a nice supportive variation. Tuck your toes, even lifting the baby pinky toes so they're on the mat. Good. Bringing your palms behind the lower back, fingertips facing down. On your inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, elbows in toward one another, and start to press the hips forward, squeezing the glutes slightly. Breathe in. Exhale, pressing the hips forward, and then notice that the chest starts to fall back. So instead of leaning the chest back, it's all about the hips going forward. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you reach left palm down, right hand down for your heel. Inhale, exhale, press the hips forward, and maybe let the chin fall back. Ustrasma, camel pose. 3 breaths here. Tuck the chin first, and then come out the same way you came in. So bring the left hand to the waist, right hand, and stack the shoulders over the hips. Point the toes and come to sit in Virasana, hero's pose. Closing the eyes down for a moment. And we're going to do that one more time. So coming back to stand on the knees, separating the knees, hip width distance. You can do that with the toes tucked again, or if you want a little bit more intensity, you can keep the tops of the feet down on the mat. Bringing the hands to the lower back, fingertips facing down toward your legs. Open up the chest first. Inhale, press your hips forward. Come down incrementally. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, starting to see that your heart becomes parallel to the sky. Maybe bringing one hand down at a time onto your heels, and then press the hips forward. Open up the chest. Let your head drop back. 3 breaths. Anytime you want to come out of this posture, tuck the chin first. Looking behind you, opening up the front of the throat center. Tuck the chin. Slowly, slowly come out with control. And then come to sit on your heels, palms on top of your lap, facing up in this receptive gesture, and close the eyes down for 3 breaths. Beautiful. You might notice that your heart is racing a little bit, these deep back bends. So use nice, long, and fine breaths. Find that balance in the body. If you had the mat rolled, you can unroll the mat, come down onto one hip, release both legs long in front of you, Dandasana Set Pose. Lifting the flesh from underneath your seat so your sit bones are nice and rooted into the mat, keeping the legs active here, so flexing the toes toward you. Inhale, reach the arms up, really lengthen the sides of the body, lifting up out of the pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward, Paschimottanasana. Grabbing around the shins, the feet, or a yogi toe lock. You can have a soft bend in your knees. Inhale, exhale, draw your belly toward your thighs. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhale, fold. Relax your forehead down. Keeping your heels reaching forward and your sit bones pressing back. Crown of the head reaching forward. Tailbone reaching back. Inhale. Draw the belly button toward the spine. Exhale. See if you can come down, soften. And we're going to stay here for 7 more rounds of breath. So really use your breath here. Stretching the entire length, backside of the body, spine, backs of the legs. Extreme west stretch. Noticing the quality of your mind. Where is your mind? Keep it on the breath, the channels, 3 main channels. Pushing the prana from left and right side into central channels. Sushumna Nadi. Good channel. One last breath. Inhale, slowly roll up to seated. Bend the knees, bringing the soles of the feet onto the mat. Walk your hands behind you, fingers facing toward your body. Inhale, lift your hips up, reverse the tabletop. Squeeze the hips up, take a breath in, look up softly at the ceiling, and then exhale, maybe let the head drop back. 3 breaths here, squeezing the hips, pressing firmly into the hands. Tuck the chin, bend the elbows, bringing the sit bones down. Nice work. Walk the feet together. Let the knees open to the side. Hold onto your shins. Inhale, exhale, fold. Now opening up the sides of the hip a little bit more. Breathe in. Exhale, relax down. It's okay if you don't come down too far. Just use your breath. Focus on the exhale. See if you can accentuate the exhales. Sometimes it might be nice to even let out an audible exhale, like inhale, exhale, release, soften and let go. On your inhale, press into the palms, guiding yourself back up to seated. Using the help of your hands outside of the knees, closing the knees like you're closing a book. Nice. Extend your right leg down the mat, bringing the left knee into flexion, and then pick up the left foot, bring it outside of the right leg, keeping the right toes flexed. Walk the left fingertips behind the sit bones, propping yourself up nice and tall. Inhale, reach the right arm up, lengthen the body, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist over to the right. Maybe hooking the right elbow outside of the left knee, or if that's not available, just simply hug in your left knee. 5 breaths here. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist from the belly. Maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Pushing the prana out of the side channels into the central channel. Using your breath. Don't forget to breathe here. Very constricted in the twists. Slowly release. Very nice. And then picking up the left foot. Drawing the left leg down the mat. You can kind of wiggle your legs side to side. Let's do that on the other side. Come back into Dandasana. Bend your right knee, bring it in close, and then pick up the right foot, bring it outside of the left leg. Keep your left foot flexed. This helps to keep the length of the left leg on the mat. Walk your right fingertips or your palm close to your sit bones. The closer you have it in toward your sit bones, the more you can Lift up the spine tall. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist from your belly, hooking the left elbow outside of the right thigh or simply hugging your right knee in. 5 breaths here. Inhale, imagine like there's a string attached to the crown of your head, lifting you up. And exhale, twist from your belly. Softly gaze toward your right shoulder, keeping left and right side channel open by lifting the corners of your lips, pushing the prana into central channel of wisdom. Slowly come out of this posture, picking up the right foot, and then drawing the right leg down the mat. Give your legs a wiggle again. Squeeze your toes, release. Nice. And then bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. Come into Navasana boat pose, squeezing the belly tight. If you want more support, you can hold behind the thighs or around your shins. Otherwise, keep your arms out to the side with the palms facing up, opening up the chest. Maybe if you want to be extra spicy, point the toes up for 5, 4, 3, got this, 2, and 1. Cross at the ankles, and we're going to move through a vinyasa. Come onto the palms, step back, move through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Walk the feet together in your down dog. You're going to jump into seated, either crossing at the ankles or you can jump through. So crossing at the ankles, jump into seated, and then come to lay all the way down. Nice work. Bringing one knee into your chest at a time. Give yourself a big hug. Gently rock from side to side. A little massage for your lower back. This should feel really good, especially after a camel pose, those deep back bends. Giving yourself a little love here. You can start to circle the knees in one direction. Releasing any constricted breathing. Circle the knees in the opposite direction. Good. Beautiful. And then bringing the feet onto the mat. Picking up the left leg. Cross it over the right once, or you can find a double wrap with the legs twice. Cactus or tee out the arms to the side. You can roll the hips a little bit over to the left and very slowly start to drop the legs over to the right, finding this supine twist variation. Inhale, exhale, maybe turning your gaze over your left shoulder. So this nice twist, let gravity do its thing. Can you just relax into the earth? Let the body get heavy on your mat. Letting it fall into place, just as it's supposed to be. Full inhales and exhales. Good, and roll onto the back, unravel the legs, bringing both soles of the feet onto the mat. Pick up the hips so they go back to the center. Nice. And now picking up the right leg, cross it over the left once, or you can cross at the shins, double wrap, and then rock and roll your hips about an inch over to the right, cactus or tee at the arms, just so we have stability as we slowly drop our legs over to the left. Supine twist variation, opposite side. Inhale into the chest. Exhale, release. Maybe turn your gaze over your right shoulder. 5 full breaths here. Fully let go. Keeping your attention on central main channel, center of the body, from the crown of the head to the bottom of your seat. Slowly roll onto your back, unravel the legs. Good. And you can bring the knees back into your chest, give yourself a tight squeeze, separate the knees, and come into a happy baby, rocking side to side, keeping the tailbone heavy, and then bringing the soles of the feet together to touch. Gently bring this diamond shape of the legs down to the mat, Supta Baddha Katasana. If it helps, if your inner thighs and top front of the hips are tight, you can always bring blocks or pillows underneath your knees. Otherwise, just let them open to the side. Find this restorative posture. You could bring one hand on your heart center and one hand on your belly and feel yourself breathe. Maybe your breathing feels different now, a little bit more even, long and fine and balanced. Starting to slow the breathing down, the heart rate coming down. Feel yourself cooling down. And then you can guide the hands to the outside of the thighs, closing the knees like you're closing this book. Draw the arms alongside the body with the palms facing up, and then lift one leg into the air, 90-degree angle at a time. The Vrita Karani, legs in the air pose. Just letting the blood flow in the opposite direction. If you have shoulder stand in your practice, you can come into shoulder stand, lifting the hips, maybe come into plow first, and then bringing the palms to your lower back, fingers facing toward your legs. Lift one leg into the air at a time, stacking the knees and the ankles right over the hips. Stay here for 10 breaths. Being mindful not to crunch the neck. If you're in shoulder stand, maybe you bring your toes back behind you, Halasana, plow pose. Making sure you're breathing, pressing into the shoulders so there's no tension on the back of the neck. And then bring your arms alongside the mat, palms face down. Slowly roll down, vertebra by vertebra, rolling down toward the tailbone. And then wherever you are in your practice, let's slowly, with control, bring the legs down. See how slow you can squeeze the thighs toward one another, lower belly activated as the legs come down in one piece. Once the heels touch the floor, come onto the forearms. You can even walk your palms underneath your seat. Keep your toes pointing forward and then let the crown of the head go back for fish pose, opening up the front of the throat. And you can tuck the chin, lift up, slowly come all the way down the length of the mat. Release your palms. Take up as much space as you'd like here in your final resting pose, Shavasana, corpse pose. Close the eyes down completely. Feel the eyes get heavy in their sockets. Tongue releases from the roof of the mouth and the bottom teeth and the jaw. Release any gripping. Feel the space in between your eyebrows soften. That inner vision. Witnessing yourself planting these positive seeds in your mind through this practice of clearing out the left and the right side channel and drawing that energy and brightness into our central channel. Feel your physical body relax as you start to drift into the more subtle body. Drawing your awareness deeper within, seeing this true nature and your true intention. Appreciate the fact that you have taken the time out of your usual tasks to tend to your body and your mind in this way, in your channels. So important. Now just allow yourself to absorb the beautiful effort you put into your practice. This fierce dedication applied with your joyful effort, moving toward this goal and this powerful intention, developing and gathering all of this good merit. With this in mind, can you now dedicate your practice, sometimes the most important part of the practice, sharing this love and kindness. Give it all away. Give it to all the beings that could use this peaceful exercise. Knowing you have this endless well of compassion and joy and love and wisdom within you. You are the source of it all. This power and brightness of the central channel filling up your entire being. With this newfound focus and balance and equilibrium, take a deep breath in. A nice exhale out of the mouth. Letting go. Inhale, refreshing your awareness into this present moment. Exhale, coming back into your physical body, resting here on the mat, the room around you, with the eyelids still heavy. Just noticing any nearby sounds, maybe any tingling sensations in your body, the temperature of the air on your skin, clothes on your body. You can start to press the fingers together, rubbing the fingertips together and wiggling out your toes. Let your head drop over gently to the right, and then gently over to the left. Waking yourself back up with this fresh, new brightness, central channel wisdom, prana in the central channel. Circle out at the ankles and wrists, and then eventually reach your arms long overhead. Give yourself a nice long stretch. Exhale, release. Bending the knees, bringing the soles of the feet onto the mat. You can roll over onto whichever side of your choosing, coming into fetal position. Using your bottom arm as a pillow, keeping the knees in close. A couple more restful breaths here. Whenever you feel ready, press into your top hand to guide you to an easy cross-legged seated position facing toward the sound of my voice. Taking a few more mindful breaths, like we did in the beginning, seeing if there's more balance. Cleansing of the left and right side channel. Breathing through Sushumna Nadi. Press your hands together at heart center. Let's seal the practice with one Om mantra. Inhale. Lift the corners of your lips. Let your chin fall into your hands. Place the palms down. Lift your chin parallel to the earth. Flutter the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you sense this balance and equilibrium. We did some powerful work moving our body using our breath to shift the prana, moving it from side channels into the central channel. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Bye.